Okay, welcome to the live stream, the FlutterFlow live stream on Thursday mornings. Sorry about the mishap in the first attempt at this stream. Um, I wanted to all of my restreams sort of updated, and with updating, they reset all of my defaults. So we were streaming in 720, which is not ideal. Um, So yeah, we are. Let me go ahead and see if I can do this. Do. Um, Whatever you would like. Okay. I know that not a lot of people have joined, so we're gonna do this for the future. Mark has some dad duties today, so we are going to be building out a responsive app in FlutterFlow. I know I probably do this every month where we build out a new responsive app just for the heck of it. You'd be amazed at how much non-education or how limited the education is on these specific platforms. So um, I hope that you'll enjoy it. And we also have like the FlutterFlow Bootcamp kicking off. We'll announce that, and I'll showcase some of the ideas around that. So obviously, like a boot camp requires some software, some education software, and I've been building out that education software in FlutterFlow. Um, Bruce has some amazing content put together for our students, and then we will handle the building and business side of running a FlutterFlow business. Um, our goal is to teach you how to sort of run through the process, but also help you along the way, implementing an application that is both for mobile and for desktop, because that's the power of Flutter, right? A Flutter, not even just FlutterFlow. FlutterFlow opens up opportunities for us non-developers and developers to build apps quickly and deploy to multiple stores and the web. So um, cool. Sorry, just trying to do some admin stuff. So today, one of the apps I wanted to build, I'm sort of working, fine-tuning the curriculum for the boot camp. One of the apps we're going to build during that boot camp is a responsive sort of trip planning app. And or you have like you're probably going to have two options, either a trip planning app or like a service-based app, because these types of apps can always be applied to niche markets. So I was just talking with a friend of mine who does a maid business, and managing maid business, like managing houses that you have to go to and clients and all of these things. They're not going to use Salesforce for this, but it's essentially a CRM, something that they can manage themselves, that they can brand themselves, right? And there's a dozen of these: plumbers, electricians, web designers, whatever you have, sort of an in-person business or something else that you can schedule, right? Schedule things, assign tickets, or assign tasks to other people on your team. These are applications that you'll always build if you're in product design, or if you're, if you're in tech. So if you're in this agency freelancer model, Toby, thanks for joining, man. Thanks. I'm gonna let Bruce in. He's gonna give a little pitch for the boot camp. Hey, Bruce.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Is my
See if it's any better. There we go. Just want to be in landscape. Always bothers me when there's portrait landscape. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing well. Yes,
Awesome.
this week has been a whirlwind. A whirlwind. What does Anchorman say? I'm in a glass case of emotions or
The
something.
glass case
But
of emotions. That's
it's
true.
been a whirlwind. We've had a lot of client work. I've had a lot of boot camp stuff and family and personal
Yeah.
stuff going on. So but
Gotcha.
I feel under control now, or at least a little more. Like I have a handle on things. So I'm praying that today and tomorrow we don't have any catastrophes that happen. So
Well, those
you know how it
tend to
is.
not happen when you're an entrepreneur. So that's the good
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. We never talk about that, right? But the joys of it just far outweigh it. So
Good for sure. Um, awesome. Well, yeah, we're excited. I think I don't know how much you mentioned yet. If you want to jump
not
in
really
again.
much.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm super excited because I think got next week Tuesday we're going to be kicking off this boot camp, which you talked to me like a while ago about this. That's something you've been thinking about for a long time.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. It's been on my heart for 10 years, right? But specifically with FlutterFlow, like the last 2.5, this is sort of the permutation of that idea, that we can train people to produce good work at a high quality, and learn how to interact with clients. And I'll shift us so that we're bigger. Uh, to interact with clients and continually produce high value work, and make a living, right? Because I see so often, like a lot of my friends, like maybe they're struggling, they're in a 9 to 5, they hate their life,
Yeah,
which sometimes I hate my life too, but I hate my life a lot less when I'm in control of it. So,
for sure.
being able to empower people with that skill set is extremely powerful, I think. Um, yeah, so
Absolutely.
I'm excited. So this
Yeah,
is sort of the fruition of that,
that's exciting. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, so I know we can go through all the stuff that's in there, but really the goal is to try to help people like basically scale up their agency. A lot of people like see FlutterFlow, they see someone using FlutterFlow and they check it out and they kind of dabble in it for a little bit. But maybe they're doing something else, they're full time somewhere else, or maybe they've got other agency work going on. But we wanted to show you guys how, like, basically behind the scenes of how Andrew and I are running our agencies. We're leveraging FlutterFlow in a huge way to produce multiple six figures of income, and that is very possible, and especially in 2024, this is like the perfect time to be launching an agency because it's never been easier in some ways. But also, we want to make sure that you have kind of like sort of the best practices, so you can kind of save yourself a few years of trial and error. The way that we figured it out, the way Andrew and I kind of figured things out was the hard way. And so we're trying to take kind of our best practices and just share those with you guys and help you install them in your business, and then scale up your agency.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's essentially it. We've gone through a lot. We've experienced a lot. We have all of this. We know what to do and what not to do. So we want to pass that information on to you, so that you can quickly scale up your projects, and your
Yep.
agency. So
Yep. I don't know if it'd be helpful to like look at the page and kind of just see. I know you've got it pretty well laid out as far as like.
yeah, let me share. Let me share. Shop.
So the guy, while he's pulling that up, just the way that we're doing it, this is not going to be a huge. There's not going to be hundreds of people here. Like, the goal is to get a smaller class of people for this first launch. So if you guys want to be part of that pioneer group, I would say that, like, I think this may be like we're kind of offering it a lot cheaper than normal, just to get this first group in. So if you're thinking about it, this would be a good time to jump in and do it. You can see that you can apply anytime. We'll go through what's included, but essentially the way it's going to work is, what I was saying is, we're going to keep it pretty smaller group, and so we want you guys to
Yep.
apply and tell us a little bit about your business. We want to make sure that this is actually a good fit for you guys, and for us, so that we feel we can actually help you, and we don't want you to be investing time and money into something that may not be the best fit for you. So that's what the applications process is for, and that whole thing, there's a little fee attached, and it's 100% refundable, and that's how we'll do that. But yeah, why don't you take them through what's in there?
Yeah. So it's going to be there's basically two parts of it. There's one part where we're building stuff and going through how to set up the processes in place to deliver work, and then Bruce is going to take you through how to actually set up a business side of things, right? Where you can speak with clients, talk with clients, advertise, showcase your work. He has an amazing process of closing clients and getting paid upfront for
Yes.
a smaller project, and then closing that additional work as well. We've almost always, once we close the initial project, we almost always move on to the next project.
Yeah.
So it's all about producing value to your clients in whatever stage you're at. So we're gonna really focus on that, and then just the nitty
Yeah.
gritty of work, right? Building stuff in FlutterFlow, producing at high quality, designing beautiful apps. There's going to be a lot of concepts. There's going to be a good amount of curriculum around this stuff as well. So it's not just going to be Bruce and I chatting with you, and it's not just going to be us coaching you, but it'll be you consuming a lot of information, and then being able to have like a a specific way to actually build that. And the goal of this is that at the end of the project, you have a responsive app that you can showcase to clients. You know, this is what I built. And we're going to hopefully, you know, work with you on your design skills. And, you know, that's my side. I like design. So I want you to produce a beautiful app, not just a functional app. But yeah, and then we have 4 weeks of Slack support, right? Coaching calls. So once a week, well, twice a week, right? Once with Bruce, once with me. And then probably some additional sort of coaching throughout the week as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what you guys can see here is like there's just being found, like there is so much demand for FlutterFlow projects, for app projects to be built. You just have to have like the basic of having like a kind of a, we have this client agency funnel. Just have like something basic in there just to make sure that you are capturing leads and people can actually find you. Because it's not, if you're looking there and you're like, oh, we're not getting work or the economy or this is happening or that happening, don't listen to any of that. We can both tell you that we are inundated with work and we're turning away some projects that we wish we could say yes to. And so there is an abundance of work and projects out there in the space. And then you pair that with Andrew actually delivering like a really high quality FlutterFlow project that looks beautiful. It's a snowball effect, because now you've got like a funnel that pulls people in. You've got beautiful work that now is like on showcasing all the things you can do, and it just just builds tons of momentum. So those two things is a great way to kind of scale up your agency. That's why we feel so confident about it, and that's why we're doing it in our business, and we want to help you guys as well.
Yeah, totally. And just like education around building in FlutterFlow as well. So like that is like ancillary to all of this. It's like in the course material that we have on No Code UI, it's very much like, hey, this is how you build in FlutterFlow. It's going to be less like step-by-step tutorials in this bootcamp, but it will be overall general concepts and like, hey, we're going to give you a design brief for this application. You're going to have some leeway, right? Because we don't want you to build a template. We don't just want you to build the same thing. We want you to be creative, but we're going to guide you through that, or I'm going to guide you through that and help you understand how to implement the best design practices. So it's always great to have a mentor. I'm very thankful for the bosses I've had in my past that told me when stuff sucked and when stuff was wrong, or, hey, you're not focusing on this, you know? Like, I'm not who I am today because I had soft bosses and I had people that just said, yeah, good job. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that'll work. Because it didn't. It was crap. It was that mentorship that I had, and bosses that cared enough about me that said, you're doing it wrong. This is how you do it. You know, like, or, you know, you did it wrong. Do it again. Do it better. So it's that type of encouragement. I would say like, what's the word for an admonishment? We want to admonish you to span out into your creative senses to build things that are going to be well designed in the long haul, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not just beautiful designs, it's functional designs as well. That's the beauty of FlutterFlow. It's not just design, it's not just development, it's both in one. It's extremely hard to do and it takes a lot of practice. But if you have somebody that's done it before on 50 projects, probably, I think I probably have 50 FlutterFlow projects that I've built, you know, then it really helps. And if you have, you know, Bruce has this amazing experience with closing clients, building out projects, both from a traditional development background and a FlutterFlow background. I think it's be jam packed with great information. So
exactly, that's awesome.
If I do say so ourselves. So
and there's also some bonuses. Andrew's put together a ton of courses, and I believe, if I'm correct, saying that this is the only time you kind of put these up for sale, right? I think some of these things are available, but we had one person ask like, oh, where can I just buy all the courses? I was like, well, this is the launch of the course. This is how you get it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're fine tuning those, editing videos. This is sort of put us on the trajectory to like, hey, we got to finish this stuff. We can't drag our feet on it. So it's been good. But
we got to get it out.
Design principle is going to be intense. So you'll go through that course in this, and then again, you'll have a bunch of information. So you'll have stuff building out a full project, and then you'll have a bunch of curriculum that says this is how you should do things, and keep this in mind. So it's gonna be fun.
It's awesome. And so I know you got some other training and stuff you want to get to as well. So just I feel like that's good. If you guys want to check it out, it's workshop.nocodui.io. Will get you to this bootcamp page. I'm sure Andrew will drop a link in the description.
Yeah.
And, places. Also, if you guys follow us on X, like we've got a bunch of links to go everywhere. We're just do an application if you're thinking about it. It's $195 just to do an application. That way, it just kind of holds your spot. And like I said, we're going to keep this kind of a smaller group initially, just to get it kicked off. So if you guys want to put that in, and then after that, we'll get back with you within 24 hours on if we think it's a good fit. And then the total price on this, guys, is it's just under $3K, so it's $2,995. We did have some people ask about payment plans as well. We probably will turn on a payment plan later today. We'll probably do like a 3 payments of like $11.50 or something. So if you need to break it up, I understand sometimes agency world cash flow, like that monthly recurring revenue, is a huge thing. So trying to not the lump sum items sometimes don't fit for that. So that's gonna be available as well. You guys will see it on the page later today, and then. Yeah, we're excited. I mean, next week, so we're going to try to get your applications in the next couple of days by Monday midnight, and we're going to kick off Tuesday with our first session. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I think a lot of value is going to come just even from being all connected on a Slack group, because so many people get stuck on these things. They're, okay, great, I'm going to go build my landing page. Okay, wait, what do I put in this area? Like being able to send a link to me or to Andrew and say, hey, guys, what do you think? And us creating a video or a Loom video or something saying back to you guys, hey, yeah, I would change this, this, and this, maybe fix this, change that copy, and we'll help get you unstuck and get you guys launched. And our whole goal would be to kind of relaunch your funnel and to have a project to showcase all inside of like 4 weeks. So we didn't want to drag it out to 8 weeks. Like, let's just compress it. These are, if we're working with the right people, they are already quick starts. They're going to jump into it. You can knock this out fast. If you want to have like your marketing fixed, like why take 8 weeks to get your marketing fixed? Let's just fix it in 4 weeks. So there we go. Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm really looking forward to it. I love teaching and helping guide people into just like being able to close more projects. I think there's so much potential, man. We're at the cusp of what FlutterFlow is, right? We're 3.5 years in, and still it's just the beginning. I mean, Figma took 5 years for it to really take off, and now it's household name. Nobody else uses, like, almost 95% of people use Figma for design.
Yeah,
that's how FlutterFlow is going to be, in my opinion. Again, bullish, very bullish, but
that's
what
is it? 1.5 million people they just announced yesterday. It's amazing. Crazy.
I mean, the product development cycle has been broken for a while. It's been needing to be fixed. We need a better way of launching products fast and getting feedback and getting products in the hands of people. FlutterFlow allows us to do that. So that's the beauty of this. And we're looking forward to sort of diving in and helping you guys understand how we implement the processes we have in place to deliver high quality work, high value, ahead of time, at a schedule. So
amazing.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for having me on, Andrew. Guys, I'll be in the chat as well for this video. So if you guys got questions about the bootcamp, I'll try to respond as well while Andrew's dropping some insanely amazing free content here on his YouTube channel. So thanks, Andrew, for having me on.
Yeah, no problem, Bruce. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to share my screen. We're gonna check this out. So, okay, what are we gonna build today? We are going to build a responsive application. But what kind of responsive application do we want to build? Okay. My wife is pregnant. We're having a kid. And in that pregnancy, right, you have to create certain logs sometimes for your health. And so right now they were like, hey, just like enter stuff into a Google Sheet. And my mind automatically went like, boop, Google Sheets suck. Google Sheets are great, actually. They're really powerful. But it's annoying because like it's hard to enter stuff on a mobile device, and my wife's not always by a computer. And so I was like, hey, what if I built you a mobile app? Because all this is CRUD stuff. It's just like a simple CRUD functionality. It's like, hey, I need to create my daily log. I need to select if it's fasting, a meal, or after a meal. And then I need to select which meal it is, what I ate, and then enter some glucose information, right? So I'm going to build this out. Okay. We're going to have a log. This is sort of another app that I was building for a friend. We're going to remove this list view. Well, we'll just remove these guys because we'll keep the list view. But we're going to have our log here. So we're going to call this daily logs. And this will be enter. Yeah, this is a history of your logs. Awesome. Sick. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, so there's gonna be two aspects of this, and once I get my iPhone screen up, we'll show you what we have built out already, and then I know a lot of people in the chats. Okay, please forgive me if you guys say something and I don't respond right away. Um, I'm I'm gonna be solo on this, so please forgive me. But when we've been going through the coffee app, which I think is in a great spot now, I just need to like fine tune one or two things, like adding espresso to the coffee thing, and I'm going to launch that as an actual app. Well, I'm going to relaunch it or relaunch. I'm going to update it. So thank you all for letting me build that the last few months or the last few weeks. I really enjoyed that. It gave me time to actually do something I loved. And this is another thing that I love, right? Building something that's beautiful, that is functional, and that you guys can use as well. So this will be a clonable project. We're going to change stuff up enough, I think, from my original idea that I'm building with a friend that it won't be the same. So we're going to have two main screens, right? We're going to have the log screen that has a history of logs that will be responsive. Maybe we'll do a card view for mobile and then a list view for desktop. We'll just center align it, no big deal. And then we will have a entry screen. Okay, so we're going to have an entry screen. That entry screen is going to allow us to select a meal, select a time, right, that we had that meal. Uh, so like meal type, so like fasting, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then you can select the time. We'll just do current time, right, as a default. And then we'll enter like what you had for your meal. So let's just dive in here. Andrew at Kaleo. Cool. And then what you entered for your meal, and we're gonna implement some sick animations. I think you're gonna enjoy it. So let's go ahead and do that. First, let's build out this log screen. This will be a history of our logs. And the reason why I want to do this is because we want to make this responsive card. We're going to use the power of components. So whenever you're building applications, whether in Figma, just designing, or in FlutterFlow or in code, please, please, please utilize components. Build something in a way that's scalable. Also, utilize your text and theme styles, please. Thank you. I would appreciate it. Your life will be easier if you do this stuff. So, as you can see, we're always going to be utilizing the theme, theme styles that are available in FlutterFlow. I do all of my apps like this, and so we're going to do this initial card. I'm going to do. We just did a container here. I have a theme style up here. If you don't have this available in your project, you probably missed a workshop which had a link to a project for the VIP members that gave you a project that had all of these things implemented. These are theme widgets. So if you don't know about them, go and create them. They're really fun and I think extremely useful. So we're going to add 12 pixels padding here, and we're going to add a name. That name is going to be the meal, right? So we're going to say like breakfast. All right. And then, oh, this is going to be great. Okay. So this is something I've been wanting to do. We did it once and we'll do it again, but we'll just have the time here. So we're going to do a row because we want something smaller over here, maybe a large. Let's go ahead and space in between over here. This will be our time. So like 10 a.m. All right. Now we're going to have a list of logs, and there's going to be multiple logs to a day. Okay. So in this list, what I want to do is I want to have a date first. I don't want to always show the date. Okay. Like I don't want just like, hey, Tuesday or Thursday, August 22nd, Thursday, August 22nd, Thursday, August 22nd, Thursday, August 22nd on all these cards. I basically want to see. So what we will do is we'll wrap this container in a column, right? We'll do 12 pixels there, item spacing. What we need to do is we need to increase the width here. When you wrap these containers in a column, they adhere to the width properties. In a list view, they always expand. Again, there's just knowledge. If you guys know FlutterFlow, you will. This is basic knowledge for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to build. We're going to have a date up here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and add some padding here, 16 pixels, maybe 4 pixels up top. And we will say Thursday, August 22nd. All right. Sick. So we're going to have a list of dates, and then we're going to have the logs here. All right. Joseph, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. This is what we do. We're trying to build some stuff that's really cool. So I'm going to change this to 8 pixels. Okay, so we need the breakfast, the time that we actually logged this, and then we need a description of what we ate, right? So we're going to have that. And let's go ahead and add some padding here, 4 pixels. I'm going to do label medium here. And I'm going to say, I'm just building the UI first. Then we're going to hook it up to the database, okay? So we're going to actually hook this up to Firebase. All right, breakfast. Let's see. I had 3 eggs, 2 sausage patties, and 1 cup of coffee. All right. And then we have some glucose, right? Some information here, which I don't know how to do. I don't know how they measure this. Actually, I'm an ignorant in all things health. You would think that one of my best friends in high school had diabetes, and you would think I would know about this stuff, but I think there's an over/under value, so we'll just do that, right? We'll do a rich text actually. So let's do that rich text. Because what we'll do is we will say, our glucose, right? And then we'll do our number here. So like 100. This will be a variable number. And then we'll do slash space, and then we'll do like 140, something like that. All right, cool. Now we don't need this large thing, so we can remove the height on this. Sick. Awesome. That's great. That's like literally, maybe we do this breakfast a little smaller, and maybe our dates are the big ones. That could be nice. Sick. All right. So this is the beginning of our log, right? Very cool. Very demure. Very mindful. Let's add one more thing, right? So there's ranges for this glucose. There's ranges for this glucose log. So we're going to have a status for each of these logs. We're going to say you're on target, you're not on target, or like you're on target, you're low, or you're high. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a status here. Let's wrap this in a row. And we're going to do my favorite thing, which is we're going to add a tag here. All right. And we're going to do some stuff. On this row, let's do space in between. And let's make this 32 pixels high. We're going to add our primary and our accent 1. We're going to do 8 pixels. Okay. And we're going to actually do 2 things here. We're going to create an enum. And this enum, we're going to create a few enums actually. Our enums are going to be a set of values that we're always able to choose from. Okay. This is like a predefined list. All right. It's something that like for like fasting, breakfast, lunch, dinner, we probably want to put that in enums. So we're going to do meal type here first. All right. Meal type is going to be fasting, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe like snack, right? We'll just have another one. All right. So meal types, and then also target range. Okay. And on that target range, we're going to say low on target. That's going to be annoying. The problem with enums is you can only do one word. Hi. I'm sure you guys know of a way to actually move this and make this cool, but we'll adjust it in the UI. All right. So low on target high. And again, this just right instead of just like passing a string or a status of a string and then matching that to whatever strings there are, we can do this and we'll always have something to match it against. So reason being, I want to throw a text field in here, or sorry, text element. And I'm going to put some padding here on the left and the right so that we can remove the width here. This container is wrapped in a row, so it will adhere to the width of its child. Okay, if it's wrapped in a row. If it's wrapped in a container or a list, right? If I drag it out here, it won't be. Okay. All right. There you go. And I'm going to say on target. All right. This is great. This is the bones. This is the bones of our component. Okay. So now we can just, we'll create this as a component. We'll say log daily log card. All right. Sick. Sweet. And additionally, we'll do min access, right? There you go. Cool. And we'll adjust this to our desktop and mobile. Okay. So this is the first one, right? Build out a card for a log. The second one is we need to build out a collection for this so that we can pass it into that component. So let's go ahead and say daily logs. All right. We're going to generate this with AI. For this log, I need a collection with a user created time, meal time, meal type. Hopefully they do an enum here. Maybe we just do enum, a hat. Meal time, meal description. Okay. Meal description, meal type, status, let's say. All right. Time, meal time, status, name. I think that's it. Created time, meal time. Yeah. All right. I'm going to create that. User, docref. Okay. Meal type, we'll just change this to an enum. And status, we'll change that to an enum as well. Come on now. Oh, no, not meal time. Wait, meal time is a string. No, I want meal time to be a, well, this is the first time that has failed me. Oh, well. We'll just do meal type. Seriously, that was literally the first time that it's failed me. Meal type there. Okay. And then meal time, which will be a date time, because maybe this is different than the created time, right? You could be logging this in retrospective. So we want to log when this log was created and then when it's for. And so we will we'll filter the list based off the meal time, not the created time. Okay, meal type and then status. We'll do that. Enum is again and target range. Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it target range. Perfect. Sweet. Awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and deploy our rules so that we can actually create this stuff. We'll just do this authenticated users for now. Let's do that. Whatever you want to display. Yeah, Joseph, I agree. Yeah, I think the custom function is really the only way. This for this use case, I'm going to do a front end way. Okay, it's not a scalable way, but we only have 3 options, so it doesn't matter. So now we can pass this component, right? We're going to pass a daily log. We have to camel case this. I hate camel case. Like that's why I do everything snake. Just so you guys know. All right, document daily logs. We're going to make it required. Why not? And then we can hook all of this stuff up. So that was literally it. That's all we needed for the backend stuff, right? We just need to pass in a parameter, daily logs. We can hook all of this stuff up. So breakfast. Did I have a meal type? Yeah, I did. Sick. So we're going to say meal type. Boom. Let's go ahead and add a value here. No type. Okay. Same thing here. Let's go ahead and BL description. We'll just add 2 dashes here. Same thing here. We're going to do daily log, get property document. See how easy this is? Meal time, date time, and we are going to do just the time. Sick. Okay. Um, shoot, I didn't even put a glucose number here in the collection. What am I thinking? All right, so daily logs. Uh, yeah, glucose level. All right. Let's see. Glucose level. We want this to be an integer, I think. All right. And then we probably want, there's some additional, there's an ideal range, right, of these. So, and they're based off of different types. So we will, I'll set I'm just going to set I'm going to set the base. Okay. So that we can actually build all this out because we still got a lot to do in 23 minutes. But good work, right? Glucose here. Let's go ahead. There's 2 more things we need to do here, actually. We need to do our glucose level here. So daily log. And looky there. Isn't that nice? That's why we use rich text here. So we could, utilize some variable text here and then variable text here. We're going to do a range. So we'll just say we're going to say 100 here. Okay. So that's going to be our base. And we're going to say if this glucose number is above 100, then it is, if it's above 100, then it's high. If it's below 60, it's low. And it's between 60 and 100, it's on target. Maybe 80 and 100. Probably 80 and 100. Again, please forgive me. I don't understand. I don't know um, the actual ranges, but for now, if you would just give me the grace, we'll do that. And then we'll also do the target here. So target range, perfect. Just do a little dash here. We're also going to conditionally, this is going to be fun. We're going to conditionally style this. So we're going to do a conditional value. I'll go full screen. All right. Conditional value. And the condition is daily or target range, right? Equal to, and look at this, we have these options now. Low, all right, then we can do this, error, sweet. And we can do another one. This is for the border. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this and we're gonna do that. And we're gonna say on target. Oh, you know what? Low, let's actually make like, maybe this purple. I really want like a yellow, but we'll do purple for low. We'll do on target is green, right? And then high will be an error. Sweet. Okay. And then we can just copy and paste this because that's what we want to use over here on this filled state as well. And we're just going to change this to accent 3, accent 1. And again, reason why we have this stuff, okay? Reason why we're able to do something this beautiful or assumingly beautiful, right? Okay, I won't assume that it's absolutely beautiful, but we'll just say is because we're utilizing the theme style setup in FlutterFlow. We're matching stuff. If you don't know about that, go to No Code UI, watch FlutterFlow 101. All right. Now we need to pass in a daily log here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this list view in a container. Sick. Then we're going to query our daily logs. Query collection, daily logs. We're going to do a list of documents. Maybe we'll limit it to like 200. We only want the last 200. All right. And then we're going to filter those daily logs, right? We don't want everybody's daily logs in this app. We just want my daily logs. So we're going to make those daily logs equal to authenticated user. All right. That's going to be sweet. We'll do this. We don't need a single time query, so we'll do that. And then the reason why we set this on the container, so I'll say logs query. I'm going to always name stuff. The reason why we did that is because on this list view here, I want to set dynamic children, but I don't want to just, I don't want to set all dynamic children, right? Or I don't want to just query all the logs in an unsorted way. So I'm going to do this really fun thing, which I've been doing recently, and I'm thrilled with it because it's super cool. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to say daily logs, I guess. Daily logs, blah, blah, blah. Very cool, very creative, very mindful. And we're going to say here, but instead of just doing the daily logs here, we're going to say filter map list items, item and list, get document property, mealtime. And we're going to, I think mealtime equals Thursday, August 22nd. We're going to see if this works. All right. It should work. All right, cool. And then let's go ahead and set some, this is really hugging this. This is really hugging. So let's go ahead and add some padding there. Okay. And then we have our list view. Oh, you know what we want to do? We want to wrap this column. Okay. Now we have that. All right. So we have the list view. That's good. Now on this column, what we want to do, so we're doing two things, but we're utilizing the same data. We're not making multiple queries, right? We're doing one query, then we're filtering that query, sorting it based off of date time. So on this container, I'll actually need to add another list view. Sweet. Because this date is actually going to be this. We're going to say daily log item. Oh, cuss. Come on now. Maybe we want map. Sorry. Give me a second, guys. We're going to say map list item, mealtime. Yeah, we're just going to do mealtime. No further changes, maybe. Perfect. And we should be able to get this mealtime, date time format, Thursday, August 22nd. Okay, maybe that's what it was. And then on this list view, we're going to filter, again, some dynamic children, and we're going to say logs. All right, daily log item. Oh, sorry. Great. Filter list items. Okay. Item and list, get property document, mealtime. Cost, dude. Oh, you can't see my face. You can't see my face. Filter. Dude, I just did this mealtime. All right. Sorry. We're going to just remove this. Filter list items. What I want to do is, we just did this last week. I swear. All right. Logs. Maybe I set this up. Let's see. Daily logs. Filter list items. No, it is map list items. Give me a second. When in doubt, always go to an old project where you've done this before, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Give me a second because I need to. Okay, let's see. We should do this. I'm pretty sure it's map list items. We want to map them based off the mealtime here. And then we want our little date up here. And then we want basically just logs that are equal to this date. So that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. Let me see. Trip details. Okay. So, yes. All right. Our list view is, unique segment documents. Oh, looky there. Looky there. Not map list items. We're going to do unique list items. And we're going to do Ooh, this how did they do it? How did I do it? How did I do it? All right, item and list, get property document, mealtime, um, MED. Let's do that. Gonna do this right here. Perfect. Okay. Oh man, good thing I have an example, right? Or else you guys would be lost. The end of this is really cool. So, and then on these daily lists, yep, segment documents, blah 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 blah. Cool. So we're gonna do a list view here. Again, daily or logs for this list. This is gonna have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're gonna say daily. Pretty sure it's daily logs document um, with a filter. Sorry, give me a second. All right, so let's do a condition. Yes, nice. Meal time. Oh, hey, I'm supposed to have the ability to do conditions here. Ah, filter. That's why. Um, daily log documents filter. Come on, first condition. All right, we're going to do our daily log item meal time. Okay, uh, and we'll do the datetime format, right? So we want this date to match, and we're going to do item and list, get property document, meal time, and again, we want the date to match. We don't want the time specifically to match. So let's do that. Okay. I apologize. I hope that makes all sense. So what we did was we have one query. All right. And then we are querying that on this list, on this, on the container. Then we are telling this list view to turn out all of the dates created. Okay, so actually we're not showcasing logs in the initial list view. What we're doing is we're securing dates in the initial list view. And then we are basically saying, okay, on those dates, right? Then we have another list. And what we want to do with this other list is we want to match logs that have the same date as this list item. It's going to be cool, but we have 10 minutes and we need to finish this. So we're going to save this. Yes. Okay. That's good. We'll do like 8 pixels in between. And now we can finally put our daily log item here. And we'll just do our log item. Sweet. And then our log item, we want a unique key. So let's do that. I don't even know if we're going to get the responsiveness of this. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, oh well. That's life. All right. Daily log item, meal time, and daytime format, Thursday, August 2nd. All right. Cool. We have this initial one. It's going to show up there. And it's going to be an empty page because we don't have anything. So let's go ahead and do create. And I'm going to just do this component here. And I'm going to say create log. Sweet. And on this log, I'm going to say, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to do a choice chip. Okay. Sweet. And I have styles. Oh, that's so nice. All right. 8 and there. And I'm going to set those styles from the meal types in our app. So we have meal types here. We're just going to do values, sick. Oh, that's going to be really annoying because we actually have to transfer that to, yeah, I hate enums in FlutterFlow, man. They're so annoying sometimes. All right. Initial value, label text. Yeah. Meal description here. Cool. And then we're going to have to do a date time. So let's do that down here. And we'll do that. We'll do a little buck shadow. I'm going to do a little alternate here. Sorry, I hope you guys are still around. Sweet. No comments. I apologize. Okay. We're going to do a column here. which will allow us to put some text here and some other text. And this will be our meal time. So let's go ahead and give that a label, meal time, and maybe some space here. Let's make this a little larger. And let's say select time. All right. This is going to be this container. We're going to do a date picker. So let's do that date picker. We're going to do date and time because that's what we need. And we're going to allow past date as well. So allow future, allow past, all sorts of good stuff. Let's go ahead and set this now. This will be our default value. Set this from our widget state, date picked. And we're going to do, oh, you know what? We need to do two things because this is actually, we want to showcase the date and time. So we're going to do the date here, date picked, right? Thursday, August 22nd. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and add a comma and space, and we're going to do date pick again. This time, date time format is going to equal the time. Perfect. All right. Sweet. So we have meal description. We need a range. So let's go ahead and put a counter here. Count. Nice. Let's do that. And I actually want a row. So there, we'll do that. Okay. And we're going to do that, but also set 12 pixel and 12 pixel up. And we're going to say daily glucose level. All right. Now this count controller, we're going to say a minimum is like 30, a maximum of 300. Our step size is going to be 10. And our initial count is going to be 60. All right. We're just going to say this for now. You can do whatever you want. And actually, you probably want an input here or the ability to do like a custom counter. Maybe next week we'll do a custom counter. I'm just trying to get through this. So, all right, this is all a component, all good. Daily glucose, meal type, meal description, meal time. I think those are the big ones. So let's come back here and let's create a daily log. Ooh, we need some padding here. This is bad, right? This is bad. So just so you guys know, always add padding. Padding. Perfect. Sweet. Look at that. Looks so much better. But let's create our document. So create Firestore document, daily logs, and let's go ahead and add all of this. So user reference here, created time, current time, right? And then the meal time. So meal description, yes. We're going to do the widget state of our component here. So text field. Same thing, meal type. We're going to do, this is going to be so annoying. Can't do choice chips because it's an enum. This, please FlutterFlow, if you're listening, please allow us to utilize choice chips and enums and all that good stuff, please. So we're going to have to do something. Conditional value. Condition is, thankfully, we just have 4 options. Choice chips equal to, not memory type, sorry, equal to enum value, meal type fasting, right? Then fasting. Now we're going to do this again. Do that. And instead of fasting, we're going to do breakfast. I'm going to just type in here breakfast. Yep. Perfect. And then we'll do breakfast. All right. For now, that's all we're going to do. I'm going to say lunch. Sick. All right. And then the meal time, it's going to be date picked. There you go. The target range. Okay, we're going to set this based off the glucose level. So we'll do a little count. So count controller, that's the glucose level. If, and I said responsive, and we're not building a responsive app. I do apologize. So, and we haven't even seen. This is what we're doing, right? This is what we're doing. It's gonna be sick, but it's gonna be something, right? So, let's go ahead. We're gonna select a date. May go a little long. Select time. Perfect. Target range. Okay. What we need to do is, what we want to do is target range. We're going to set a conditional value. Okay. And we're going to say condition is if count controller gives us an integer, right? So greater than or equal to 60, greater than or equal to 60. Okay. We're going to say on target. Condition is count controller, looky here, greater than or equal to 100. We're going to say high. And then we're going to say low. All right. Sick. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to navigate back. Oh my gosh. Sick. All right. 2 minutes to spare. We basically have it. Make sure that we have our daily logs. Yes, we do. Our rules. Let's create some freaking logs. All right. We have all this other cool stuff that I didn't utilize, but this could be like your breakfast. This could be your selection for, fasting, breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? That would be way cooler, I think, than this. But whatever. Choice chips, they work. They're not terrible. So, all right, I think we can try this. So I had 3 eggs, 2 sausage patties, and a coffee. My glucose level was 70. My daytime. Oh no, that's. I think what we need to do is. Sorry. This should say select time. That's what it should do. So we'll save project, reload. I'm going to copy and paste this so I don't have to write it again. But let's see. Perfect. We updated. Let's update. So I'm going to do breakfast, meal description, glucose 80. Time was today, and it was around 8:30, and we will post. Oh, we did not enter we didn't enter something. Let's come back here. Right. We're good here. There's going to be some null value that we didn't do. Glucose level, 0, time. We have meal time. Target range. What is this? Daily cards has not been initialized. Oh, you know what? That's probably just this. We just need to refresh. $10 says we just need to refresh. We'll get rid of that red screen and we'll finish with 1 minute to spare, which is pretty cool. For everybody that stayed on, thank you. I appreciate it. Boom. Hallelujah. Looky there. Right there. Come on. All right. Sick. So we have that. We want to remove the scrolling from this list. So let's go ahead and remove primary. And as you can see, Thursday, August 22nd, breakfast, 8:30 a.m. I did say we were going to do something here. So target range. So instead of just doing target range here, I'm going to say this. I'm going to do another conditional value. And again, we only have 3 of these. So I'm going to say condition is daily log meal. Oh, no, not meal type. Target range, right? Equal to on target. Okay. Then I'm just going to say on target. And then if not, I'll just do target range here. Perfect. So that's how I'm gonna get rid of that um, underscore here. You're gonna see. But I'm gonna go ahead and create a different log. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna say, fasting. I fasted all night, which is about what I fast anyways. Oh no, my timer. Not when my keyboard gives out. Okay, fasting. We'll do that. We'll say we're low, right? Same thing. We'll do this. It was 5:10 a.m. is when I fasted. Um, and we'll just paste that for now. We'll post that. And as you can see, right now we need to order these, right, by time, but they're the same date. Looking nice. We'll do another one and we'll do a different date. So we'll do breakfast from yesterday. Um, and we'll do a high one. So 21st. Okay, that's fine. And we'll post this guy. And as you can see, we have Wednesday, August 21st here. Oh my gosh, this is great. On target tag instead of the high tag. Oh, yes, you're right. Looky there. Huh? Okay. All right. So Lurka was right because we said on target, on target. So let's go ahead and see. Let's see what our so we have target range equals low. Yeah, so this will actually be in the create page. So let's go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna sort. I wonder if we can sort those actually. We will. We'll work on sorting later. Let's go to our create page. This is good. Good catch. Switch. Looky there. Come on now. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. Let's go ahead and do this. Can I just do that? You think, Lorca? We'll try it. Right? If it's above, yes. If it's that, okay. That should work. But let's see. All right, we're only 2 minutes over. This isn't bad. This isn't so bad. I know it's not responsive. Please forgive me for the false advertising. I apologize. I mean, technically, this is not responsive. So, just whatever. But let's go ahead. Let's see. Come on. It's 120 over 100. You should be high. And you shouldn't be on target. Oh, that's why. Because it's on target. Cuss. All right, we'll do another one. Really awesome. We'll do 120. And we'll do yesterday at 1 p.m. we had lunch. Oh, there it is. There it is. Looky there. So very nice. Come on. I mean, who wouldn't want to utilize this? Who wants to use a Google Sheet? Who wants to use a Google Sheet when you can do this? I mean, look at this. You got dark mode. What? You got dark mode in this. Google Sheets don't got no dark mode. Stop playing. Stop. Stop. This is great. Thank you so much, Lorca. That was excellent, excellent feedback. Good catch. I will share this project. I'm going to clean it up a little bit because there are some things that I need to remove from it in order to save my friend's project. But I'll share this, and I think it'll be really super cool. So it's gonna be nice. Thank you all. Thanks for joining, and I hope you guys go and sign up for the boot camp if you want to build things like this. We're going to also have design challenges like this during the boot camp. So it's going to be a lot. It's really going to be a lot, but you can utilize those design challenges whenever. You don't have to do them during the boot camp. If you don't want, you can do them afterwards, but it's just little things like this that provide you with the ability to showcase your work. And sometimes you just need a prompt. You need a good prompt and some good guidance, and maybe some additional education around this stuff. So thank you all so much. Again, we'll stop sharing screen. How do I prevent a duplicated chat? Oh, Toby, this is a good question. Well, what do you mean by a duplicated chat? Can you explain? Like, not being able to create a chat with the same person? Is that what you mean? Probably so. There's probably so. All right. The way you do that is you're going to have to set up a condition and a query. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna have to mock this up. Yes, Larka, I'm working on polishing up the design principles course right now. Thank you for your patience. I'll post it in the VIP member channel. So, okay, so Toby, what you want to do is on that screen. Let's see if we can. I don't want to mess this up really. I don't want to mess it up. Why does this have a background? But on the screen where you create a chat, you see the user list, okay? Where you see the user list. What you want to do is on that button that states, create chat, instead of creating the chat, what you want to do is you want to query the chats, okay? You want to query the chats. The query will be, and this only works for single, it only works for single. No, it can work for group chat as well. What you want to do is you want to query the chats document, okay? And the filter is going to be user A, right, is you, user B is the other person, or user B is the other person, and user A is yourself, okay? That's going to be the filter. And then you're going to say, if this document exists, okay? It's going to be a condition. If this document exists, go to the chat page. And you're going to open the same chat. If it doesn't exist, create a new chat, go to the chat page. That's how you solve it. Again, hopefully you can understand from the explanation, but yeah, that's how you would do it. I just started doing this in another type of project, but that's how I solved it. So good work. Yep. Pokelations is right. Pokemon Latios is right. So thank you all so much. We'll see you guys next week. It'll be boot camp season, so I'm going to see if I can actually keep hosting these live